Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm gonna give you a quick overview of this. I'm gonna call it a trim tool kit, but it also serves a lot of different purposes. I'm actually very excited to share this because when I was looking at everything that came in this kit, there's things that I didn't even think were like available and are just, going to save a bunch of time. So there are a ton of things. Let me give you a close up as far as what all is included. This all wraps up and is like a kind of a travel case. So this all kind of closes up, both sides close up, and then it can be stored away. This is sort of like a heavy gauge, like canvas type material. So that's cool. Just kind of keep everything nice, neat, and organized. All the different pieces all come with their own little pouch. They all come with their little, Velcro strap to kind of keep them in place. I'm going to start off with my favorite item on here, and it is this. This is a magnetic, you can call it a bolt, nut, whatever you want to call it, catcher, because if you've ever done any work inside a engine bay or whatever, it's always a concern that a bolt or a part is going to get dropped inside the engine bay. And then you can't see it, you can't get it. And this telescoping little device here, it's about 3 feet long, and it comes with a very strong, could not believe how strong it is, magnet. So strong, it will hold a hammer. And that's not like, it's like on there. It's not like it's barely on there. It's on there. That's cool. But then it also has a light. So if you're in an engine compartment that looks like this, and you're down deep inside and you're trying to find, that lost nut or whatever it is, or bolt, you can get like way in there and the actual light will illuminate. Actually, it's part of the, it's on there. But you can get in there quick. Now, it also serves just as like a little spotlight. So if you need to get like deep into a compartment where there might be, a shadow, whatever, that's cool. But then also, because it's magnetized, will allow you to, grab that, bolt or nut or whatever it is that is falling into the engine bay. All right, what else do you get? So you get all these different trim kit pieces. So if you, need to get into some place in the car and kind of work out, like you're popping off a panel or something in the dash, you're trying to get in there, and this is metal, this is not plastic, this is definitely a hard metal. You can kind of get in there and do that. You also have a pin tool, so it's like a very sharp, almost like a needle, to where if you need to get into something very sharp, you can do that. Then you have a variety of different hooks with a variety of different applications. They're all have like this rubberized handle, so you have a really good grip. These all look to be powder-coated black steel of some sort. You have this piece, and you have another larger piece that's similar in size. Again, if you're trying to like get around something and pop it off. Then you have something a little bit more refined, like this piece. Then you have another time saver, this piece right here, and this is how it works. So in this example, we have a wheel well, and you have these little push tabs that kind of lock in and then hold, like this is a screw, but this is one of those push tabs. And so what this device does, it allows you to slide this underneath, and instead of trying to pry it back and forth, just like with a regular, it looks like a little V, this will go in there, and then you're not accidentally putting pressure on the panels. You slide it in, and then you push it out, and it comes out just like that. Because you can slide it in there and then pull it away from the body panel. For one, it saves these. You're not damaging these and everything else. You're not damaging the body panel. Like in this example, this has been worn out and it's just so easy because you slide it in as shown, boom, pop it right off, and then you're on the next one. Just super, super good time saver, and also less concern about damaging the vehicle in the process. All right, what else you get is a little bit different size one of these. It's more like a 90-degree, pin hook trim tool kit. Then you have another one that's like much bigger, much more heavy gauge, more like just like a needle, heavy gauge steel. Another one, larger, heavier gauge, powder-coated steel. Then you have one here that's more like a hook, a little bit smaller ones. You have a variety of different sizes. And then here is an example of one of the pieces where you would slide it in, similar to this one. So similar to this style where you'd both slide them in, but this one, and there's nothing wrong. These things are awesome. Put it in there, you pop it up, and you can take these little pops out, or you can separate panels with this as well. This also, personally, I like this one a little bit better. But again, every vehicle and different application is going to require something a little bit different. And this has got a little bit of an edge to it, a little bit of a ridged edge. So if you are trying to pop panels off and there is a bolt, sometimes in, especially dashes, there's going to be like those compression fittings, and you have to get in there and just, this might be a little too big, and this will allow you to kind of get in there and get a good pop. So you can put the bolt around this, goes in, and you can just, wedge it and pop it off. And you also have a more heavier gauge one, especially if you have something that's just like needs a little bit more torque. This one is definitely higher gauge steel. Now, full disclosure, this company sent this to me and said, Ryan, I think we can save you some time. Can you give us an honest review? Hopefully all your questions got answered about this very, very, very cool, I'm going to call it a trim kit set, and we'll talk to you soon.